Welcome to my second episode. In this narrative, you'll be hearing about my second week at Irwin Elementary. The following are the main points of this week's video. My first point in this week's video brings me to talk about change. When is it permissible in the classroom? I believe that change is permissible in the classroom when the situation at hand is not contributing to a student's educational growth. As educators, we need to be sure that we are enabling our students instead of handicapping them in any way in their educational experience. Change becomes permissible when we are not modifying or differentiating for certain students to be able to participate in lesson plans. Change becomes permissible when we are inefficient with our time. Change becomes permissible when students feel unsafe in a cooperative learning group. We need to make the curriculum interesting, and we need to make it appealing, and we need to make it important. We need to have students not only realize that it's important, but we need to have students put their own value on what they are learning. My next point brings me to talk about what kind of music is being presented in the curriculum at Irwin Elementary. Students are known to have bimusicality in that they listen to one kind of music in the classroom and at home they listen to a different kind of music. At Irwin Elementary, there's a lot of diversity, and that's what I really like about it. I have a class that at least 7 out of the 20 were in the ESL program if they weren't in it presently, and they were also not born in the United States. Currently, we're working for music for the Cultural Arts Festival, and this is basically Irwin Elementary taking the spring concert out of context and presenting it in a new format. There will be music from different regions of the world, and there will also be artwork that the students have made, and it will be projected on a screen in a PowerPoint presentation while the students are performing music. We're currently working on music from Ireland and music from Brazil. In my third point, I'm going to talk about how I've seen a healthy balance between autonomy and compromise in the classroom. While teachers can require things of students, students also have the opportunity to put their own spin on the subject matter that is being covered in class. I have seen plenty of evidence to prove that these students are independently functioning musicians and that they are able to make informed musical decisions and please an audience. In my last point, I will talk about what are the qualifiers for a fully professional educator. First off, I believe that an educator, in order to be professional, must know their material and be able to talk about it with great fluency. They must be organized and they must be considerate, mindful, and intentional in the delivery of their material. They must also be aware of the world outside of their classroom, like, for example, current events going on in the world, what is going on in the rest of the school building, and they should also be looking to positively reinforce the family of students as a healthy accountability to the students' growth in their education. And lastly, I believe that in order to be a fully professional educator, teachers must empower students to become larger than what they view for themselves. Teachers help students become more aware of themselves, they challenge students, and they also give students direction. Um, Teachers must be able to um, make subject matter not only educationally valid but also personally fulfilling.